Look how beautiful that is. Mm-hmm. Nice and amazing. Oh man, you guys, come on. Right there. Yes. Hey, what is up, everybody? My name is David Chambers. Thank you for checking this video out. I really appreciate it. I just got done feeding all these pigs over here, and but before that, we were eating some fantastic lobster bisque. It was sensational, pretty much. But last week, I was in the Keys catching lobster with some really good friends of mine. It was amazing down there on Marathon Keys. It was beautiful. The water was perfect, and we did so good. Caught tons of lobster. And Captain Adrian taught me a brand new way to clean lobsters, okay? It was a way to where you save all the leg meat, all the meat inside the body, because I always just wrung the tail off. That's all I ever used. But man, this way you save so much meat. I brought that meat home. Today was a rainy, kind of drizzly day here in Florida. Not now, it's like beautiful out here now, but earlier it was not. And I thought, you know, what a better day than to make lobster bisque than today. And so let's go inside, make that lobster bisque. It was thebomb.com with a capital B. Let's go. Okay, check out our ingredients today, okay? So we've got this here, just some carrots and celery. That has already been boiled and cooked, okay? Now, what I did was the water that I used to boil that, I just strained it in, and I'm gonna cook in that water along with some extra water. That right there are just some cut mushrooms, some bell pepper and yellow pepper. That right there are just some canned diced tomatoes. I did not feel like cutting tomatoes, but hey, you can cut tomatoes if you'd like. That there is just some minced garlic, and that is some red wine. That is what we're gonna use, and I almost forgot the most important part. Nice, awesome Florida spiny lobster tail. It's not a huge one, but it's enough. Look at that, how beautiful is that? Check out what comes out of cleaning lobster that way. Look, you already saw, if you saw that video, but look at that. That right there, all that meat right there is usually left out of a lobster when you clean it the normal way, but just wringing the tail off. But hey, with all this extra awesome lobsterness right here, we're gonna make a lobster bisque, and it's gonna be thebomb.com. So, right now, all I'm gonna do is throw these crazy looking spider things right into this boiling water, okay? It's right there. Look at that. There's like 4 or 5 or 6 maybe, of those things. You guys, I almost forgot a very important ingredient. That right there is a sweet Vidalia onion. So everything that you just saw plus that onion, you wanna cut straight down that, right there. What that's gonna do, it's gonna keep your onion intact, right? Cut down, just cut that little edge off right there. Peel off that first layer. And then all you wanna do, okay, this is called julienning your onion. Just cut right there, okay? That there is keeping your onion intact. Just cut little, however size you want is fine, okay? I want some pretty fine pieces here. For this recipe, it doesn't really matter how big you cut it. And then look, once you do that, just like that. That is how you dice an onion, look at that. So simple, so easy if you do it that way. Y'all, I had to put a hat on. That dang hair was like falling everywhere. But hey, that right there, that lobster tail, cut that right down the middle. Once that's done, pull your meat out. Look at that. Beautiful, amazing, spiny lobster. That shell is gonna go right into your stock. So basically, look, this water right here, those legs are about done. That water right there, all that is gonna be a lobster flavored, amazing water. And that is what our soup is going to be made with. All right, guys, now while this right here is all getting ready and nice and cooked and done here and soaking into that stock, this pan, get you a nice big fat pan. Okay, this is the base one I had. And make sure that it's smoking hot, because a lot of your ingredients are cold and you wanna wait, you know, a half hour to warm things up. So just throw this stuff in here, okay? Throw those tomatoes in there. Throw your mushrooms. And here's your carrots and onions. Remember, those carrots and onions are, not carrots and onions, carrots and celery, excuse me, already cooked. So they're nice and soft in there. Last but not least, grab your onions. And don't forget your peppers. Now, grab yourself some salt. I hate tops like that, it just takes way too long. Salt it all up. Now what you want to do is let this all get nice and cooked down to where it's real, just, you know, I mean, you know how onions and peppers are when they're cooked, nice and soft and good. That's what you want here. And you really should be using a wood pair of tongs or a wooden spatula, not metal on your pans, but we don't always follow the rules right here. All right, here is the amazing lobster legs and bodies. Look, that is all done. Check it out. If you look right at that, you can tell that it's done. Grab it out of there. You can tell it's done by those orange legs. Okay, you don't want them too cooked. Here's what we're gonna do. Watch. Grab the leg, pull it right off. Now, grab that. See that right there? That is lobster meat right there. Look at the mess. Hey, that right there, that's how you know that you're making something good. If it makes a big mess, it's probably gonna be a good food. That right there is the result of that right there, or vice versa. All right, I almost forgot one of the most important parts. Okay, that right there is just a full stick of butter. All right, one-handed butter drop, there we go. That's in there. Get that nice and mixed in there. Real good. That smells so good, you guys. That butter is just coming out of there and smelling amazing. Look at that. That right there, that is what you can call beauty, and it is all done. Nice and soft, nice and buttery, nice and amazing. And all we have to do now is throw it in that thing. That right there, magic bullet. Throw all that right in your magic bullet. We're gonna puree it. That's so exciting. This thing's burning hot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yum, yum.
Yum.
So tasty.
So tasty. If you can get it open when you're done. Holy moly. I don't know why I can't open this thing. Guys, I'm seriously starting to worry. Throw that pureed vegetable amazing mix right into your lobster stock. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Oh,
Throw
wow.
a little bit of flour in there.
Oh, wow.
Good enough. Mix that up really good until you have a nice smooth mixture going on. Grab your heavy cream. Take that fun little thing off. Throw it right in your mix. That's good enough. Nice little mix again. Grab all your lobster bits. Boom. Right in there. Now what you want to do is you want to leave your bisque there. Just let it cook and get nice on a simmer. Bring it to a boil. Then let it simmer for about like 7-8 minutes. And then once you do that, you should get a nice, awesome, silky, amazing look to your lobster bisque. And that is when you're about to be done. One of the last steps, in a separate pan, you want to grab yourself a nice big chunk of butter. Okay, get your pan nice and hot, but not too hot, but a good like medium hot. Throw your butter right in there. Let that butter melt down real nicely. And grab your nice, amazing, awesome lobster chunks. You can't forget about those. Let them cook right in that butter, just like that. A little bit of salt right there. We are looking good. All right, that right there looks about perfect, if you ask me. I could just eat that right now. Now, all that lobster right there, those 2 nice big chunks, cut them right up just like that. And look at that, perfect. Got them pretty good cut. Not too finely or anything, but just enough to where I can spread out really good in our bisque. Throw that right in your soup, along with whatever butter and stuff is in that pan. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It looks a little burnt up right now, but I promise you it's amazing. Mix that up really good. Now here's the thing, if your bisque is feeling a little bit too thin for you, and you want it to have like a nice creamier, thicker feeling to it, throw some cornstarch or some flour in there, mix it in real good. Just make sure that it's all mixed in and really get it to whatever consistency that you want best. Because if you're cooking food for somebody else and you want it to be amazing, then what you have to do is cook it the way that you feel is best. Make sure that as you're going the whole time that you're tasting your food, okay? Do I need more salt, more pepper, more garlic, whatever it may be? Does it need flour because it's too thin for me? Do it how you want it to be, because if you love it, then you people who you're serving are probably gonna love it too. Look, we're nice and boiling, okay? That's boiling. Bring it down to a simmer. Give it about, I don't know, 5 minutes from there. You guys, look at that. That is done. Look. All those chunks of amazing lobster. I'm splashing everywhere, sorry, babe. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
All right, so whenever you're serving this stuff up, you want to get that soup, but you don't want to forget the nice chunks of lobster. And Maida is not really a big soup person, but she definitely is a lobster person. That right there is a slatted spoon, and all your lobster meat sunk to the bottom. And whoever the most special person in the house is, gets the most lobster meat. And in this house, that happens to be Maida.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, we got the lobster bisque here all done, ready to be eaten. Maida has never had lobster bisque, and she is, when it comes to visual things, watching me cook that and puree everything together, she's a very visual person when it comes to food. So let's see what she thinks. I don't know, wish me luck here. All right, babe. Come on. Nice, good lobster chunks in there. Get a good bite. Is it good?
Yeah,
I told you it was good.
it's good.
It's really good. It's like a nice cold day almost, right? Mm-hmm. It's almost like a tomato soup, but lobster flavored. What do you think, David? Try it. Is it good? Let me see you. Oh, mess is everywhere. All right, hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We're gonna go ahead and finish our little early dinner / afternoon lunch. And that's how you make a lobster bisque in a very simple way. You can save a lot of meat in those lobsters. So next time you go lobstering, be sure to save those legs, because guess what? That's what a lot of this bisque is, and that one tail. So you have one tail and all those legs, you have a full, awesome, good meal that you can freeze if you want to and save it for later. But hey, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. That way you'll see whenever I post, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.